What's up, folks? Your buddy Fatalroadie. Today I'm going to do the results for the the horror show at Extreme Rules. Whatever. We started off with the only match on the kickoff show. Kevin Owens versus Buddy Murphy. This is a complete waste of time. Kevin Owens won it. Shortly after, we go to the main card. Seriously, 60 minutes of nothing but bullshit talking and one match that had no meaning to it whatsoever. Anyways, off to the main card. We start off with the New Day versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro for the SmackDown Tag Titles. This is a tables match. Bedlam starts early in this match as everybody goes at it. There are a lot of cool spots from both teams. The New Day set up two tables on top of each other. From then on, the action got really mean, but unfortunately the tables turned, no pun intended, for the New Day, as Cesaro put Kofi Kingston through those two tables that I had just mentioned, and Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura are the new SmackDown Tag Champion. This was a good match. I liked it. It was really cool. Backstage, Alexa Bliss gives a pep talk to Nikki Cross and Asuka while Kairi Sane is standing there. And our next match is Nikki Cross versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title. Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks are at ringside. This is a pretty good match. There are a ton of near falls. Sasha Banks gives Bayley her boss ring behind the ref's back. While the ref is distracted, Bayley hits Nikki Cross, gets the pin to retain. This is a good match, given how Bayley's been booked. I'm not surprised on the ending for it, but we'll have to see what goes on Friday. Back at the Firefly Funhouse, Bray Wyatt gives a promo on the Swamp match and takes a subtle stab at the karaoke bullshit from a couple weeks ago. MVP and Bobby Lashley get into the ring for MVP's match, but due to an injury, Apollo Crews can't continue, so MVP declares himself the champion. Okay. Next up, we got Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins in the Eye for an Eye match. Seth Rollins comes out brandishing a pair of pliers that he seems to be holding in the wrong direction. Okay. Rey Mysterio's music hits. He comes running up from behind, attacking Seth Rollins. As a wrestling match, this was pretty good. Both Mysterio and Rollins are going at each other's eyes, including one spot where Mysterio is trying to gouge out Rollins' eyes with a broken piece of kendo stick. Mysterio jabs Rollins' eye into the steps, but that didn't cut it. Seth Rollins takes a turn jamming Rey Mysterio into the steps, and that must have done it because the ref calls it all off. Rollins goes to take a look, ends up reeling back, ends up throwing up, and they show Rey Mysterio holding a bugged out eye in his face, which was the fucking stupidest thing I have ever fucking seen. Holy shit, that was fucking ridiculous. I have seriously seen better shit from high school TV production groups. That was fucking ridiculous. And then my sister tags me on Facebook with an article saying Rey Mysterio loses an eye. Yeah, loses an eye. It looked like one of those candy eyeballs that you see in around Halloween. It's fucking stupid. But thankfully, well, I guess you could say being the bar fight wasn't on this card, because that probably would have been the worst match of that. But nope, unfortunately, this is the match that is the worst for the night. They're supposed to be using CG and shit like that. No, it looked fucking ridiculous. We then have Asuka versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title. Kairi Sane and Bayley are at ringside. Banks had most of the offense through most of this match. There are a ton of mean spots. At one point, Sasha Banks slips off the turnbuckle and ends up nailing her knee. I even winced at that. Bayley tosses Sasha Banks one of the belts. This distracts the referee. Asuka gets Sasha Banks into the Asuka lock, who's tapping out. The referee didn't see it. Asuka tries to go for the green misses, ends up hitting the referee. Bayley grabs the referee's shirt, puts it on. Banks covers Asuka. Bayley counts the 3, and Sasha Banks is now the Raw Women's Champion. Holy shit, what the fuck just happened? We then have Dolph Ziggler versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. Ziggler gets on the microphone and names the stipulations. The match will be an Extreme Rules match for Ziggler only. McIntyre has to follow all of the rules. If he tries to get counted out or tries to get disqualified, Ziggler wins the title. Right off the bat, McIntyre takes it to Ziggler. Immediately, Ziggler tries to grab a steel chair. McIntyre stops him. Ziggler tries to get the advantage by hitting the low blow, followed by a chair shot. With everything Ziggler tries to throw at McIntyre, he still can't put McIntyre down. Frustrated, Ziggler yells at him, "Why don't you die?" Okay. Ziggler tries to go for sweet chin music, but ends up eating a Claymore kick. McIntyre pins and retains the title. Good. Can we please fucking move on from this? Now we go on to our main event, Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman in a swamp fight. Wyatt's sitting in a rocking chair as Braun Strowman pulls up, and all of a sudden he disappears. Braun Strowman starts fighting off some thugs as Bray Wyatt is cheering on from the playhouse. Braun Strowman squares up against evil Braun Strowman, who nails him with a shovel. Braun Strowman comes to, being chained to a chair. Wyatt then appears and gives a diatribe to Strowman. Then someone walks in holding a snake. It looks like it's supposed to bite Strowman. Strowman appears at a campsite. Strowman fights off some more goons. One of them gets caught on fire. Strowman is lured over to a boat by someone that's supposed to look like Alexa Bliss. Strowman is ambushed by Wyatt, and Braun Strowman was able to lay him out. Strowman is attacked once again by Wyatt, who gets downed. Bray Wyatt attacks Braun Strowman with an axe handle, but he stands up, kicks Wyatt into the water. Thinking Wyatt is down, Braun Strowman leans over to the water. Wyatt jumps up, puts a mandible claw on Strowman, pulls him into the water. The water starts glowing red as the Fiend pops out. We fade to black as we hear, "Let me in." And with that, we end tonight's pay-per-view. Holy shit, this was a crazy fucking pay-per-view. There were some good matches. There were some bad matches. There was some off-the-wall shit. For being a cinematic match, the swamp fight, it was decent. You know, they said it was supposed to have a Friday the 13th feel to it. It kind of did. For the most part, all the other matches were good. I liked them, with the exception of the eye for an eye match. Holy shit, what the fuck did we just watch? But that'll do it for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Leave a comment down below what you thought of the pay-per-view, what you thought about this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.